Welcome to Glendale, Arizona. It's another great edition of MCLA Lacrosse action, a regular season finale today between the 7th-ranked Arizona State Sun Devils and the 21st-ranked Arizona Wildcats. It is MCLA action on the Walter Cronkite Sports Network. I'm Jack Harris, joined by Spencer Hardenberg and Nick Sheehy. And guys, regular season finale, you know what that means. Postseason's right around the corner. Nick, what are the playoff implications facing both these teams heading into today's game?
The playoff implications is that ASU could lock up the 2 seed with a win here. In the SLC, only 2 teams have locked up spots in the SLC tournament. That's GCU and USC. ASU, get the win here. You're going to get home field advantage in the SLC conference.
Yeah, well, both these teams in their last game lost to GCU, ASU 2 weeks ago, U of A last week. Spencer, what are the storylines you're looking for today that you think can dominate the game?
Well, it'll be a really exciting matchup. The big thing that I'm going to look for is the U of A offense. How are they going to fare against this ASU defense? Now, offensively, ASU scored 125 goals on the season. U of A only has 90. So that'll be interesting to see if the U of A offense can penetrate that defense. I'm looking at Jerome Reiger, and I think he's going to have a great game, and he needs to have a great game if U of A wants to compete in this one.
Yeah, well, we'll have opening face-off coming up in just a few minutes. Austin Burnett and Ethan Schmidt will be on the call here on WCSN. Stick with us. It's the Territorial Cup, ASU U of A, coming up next.
Hello and welcome in to the Arizona State University West Campus in Glendale, Arizona, as the Arizona State Sun Devils are getting ready to take on the Arizona Wildcats. The Sun Devils are coming into the game ranked number 8 in the country. The U of A Wildcats are number 21. Ethan, what are your thoughts on the game before we get started here?
Well, it's going to be a huge game today, Austin. ASU is riding an 8-game win streak against U of A since 2008. And since 2010, ASU has finished every season ranked higher than U of A. So ASU on a turn of dominance right now, and U of A is looking to get a big at home heading into the SLC tournament. Right now, Arizona State sits at the number 2 seed for the tournament. After today's final games around the MCLA, we'll see how it's shaping up, but Arizona State looking to have a good run into the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, they've won 5 out of the last 6 games. Who's the impact player you're going to be looking for today?
Well, today, it's just it's senior day out here, so you look at all 5 captains, and you got Chris Rufanis looking like he's going to start in net. He's got to have a big day for the Sun Devils as a senior, and then you look at players like Zach Mathian, Trevor Driscoll in the faceoff dot. So the big name players just have to step up.
Face-off getting ready to start away here, and we're going to have Trevor Driscoll for the Sun Devils getting ready to start begin the face-off here. And we're underway. Trevor Driscoll wins the face-off. Sun Devils get possession. Face-off won by the Sun Devils.
Sun Devils looking to take their time and set up in the offensive zone. Make sure they got the right units in.
All the right substitutions right onto the field. Ben Perrietti with possession. Now over to West. I'll go over to Jake Martins, right over to Rhett Rogers. Back over to Tommy Carrasco. Back over to Wes Schuler. Wes Schuler taking a shot. Just off the mark. U of A maintains possession.
That was great defensive possession by U of A, cutting off the shot lane, and now they regain possession, and they're going to try to change the pace of this game.
U of A moving the ball into the front field, hanging in their offensive zone.
It's interesting, Austin. Last year, number 14 ASU upset number 7 U of A. That was the rankings last year. Arizona State came into the game as underdogs, and they went down to Tucson and pulled off a big win, 9-5. Patrick Haviland had a hat trick in that performance last season. But now U of A maintaining offensive possession right now. Christian Turry tries to make something happen.
Wildcats trying to move the ball around the field, trying to set up their offense. Sun Devils doing a pretty good job on defense right now, not allowing too much penetration into their defense. There's a U of A player falls down, maintains possession, almost lost it. A lot of good communication going on for the Sun Devils on defense. It's been a big improvement for them compared to the beginning of the season. And the chemistry has been improved a lot here in the second half of the season, Ethan. The beginning of the season, their chemistry wasn't where it should be, and they've done a really good job, and the U of A just scored.
Christian Turry, the senior midfielder, just walks his way in and gets the first goal of the game. A big mishap there by the Sun Devil defense as Christian Turry just walks his way right in, just practically put on a put on a few quick moves, if even, and he gets the first goal of the game. Face off with Trevor Driscoll and Ben Callahan, but Callahan comes up with that one this time. Each player having one win on the day so far, and U of A gets the setup again on offense. Ben Truetti, number 18, goes off for a substitution. And now comes on for the game. Talked about how he had MCLA Player of the Week this year. And then back in 2015, he earned the Most Improved Player Award. So it's a big day for him as a Sun Devil, last regular season game for him.
As Jake Martins gets it back over to Brandon Rogers. Emerson Roth in possession now. Ball back over to Patrick Haviland.
You said Emerson Roth had the ball there for a little
Bradway
bit.
takes a shot and he misses. Bradway gets the ball back. Ethan, what were you saying there, Joe?
Oh, Emerson Roth is just a freshman, and he's had a really great season for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, absolutely. And U of A gets the possession back, but there's a flag thrown.
Looks like it's going to be a slash on
Slashing on the Wildcats.
the Wildcats. ASU getting a man up early in this game. 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. U of A leading 1-0 after a big goal from Christian Turi. Sun Devils on attack with a man up. Lots of ball movement, looking for a clean, open shot lane.
There it is. Right there.
Rhett Rogers in his position that he usually likes to post up in the offensive zone. And off the post there, Ryan Bradway tried to go for something up close. U of A gets possession now. But a turnover. There's a battle for the ground ball.
Everyone's fighting, a lot of hitting going on there. Rogers with possession. The senior. No surprise with him coming up with the ball.
That was huge for ASU to get it right back.
Absolutely. You know, these seniors trying to fight with everything they have. A lot of hitting going on. That's what you like to see here in lacrosse.
Big save from Cody Biggs, senior goalkeeper for U of A. Jake Martins ripped one. But now U of A brings it into the offensive zone. .2-0 would be huge for U of A at this point in the game.
As they're going in for the shot. Miss. It'll remain U of A possession.
Just a little over 6.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, I would expect U of A to lead the possession. You know, they've had the ball for I'd say majority of the first quarter here so far.
Nice interception there by Cole Campbell, sophomore defenseman.
And as soon as I say that, ASU takes the possession right away as they move right in to their offensive zone again.
Jeffrey Sanchez brought the ball up for Arizona State, and then he sends it along and takes a sub out.
Ben Perrietta being subbed out. Patrick Haviland comes back into the game.
Look for Haviland to make something happen.
Nice pass by Haviland. Ball deflected. That was a nice shot by Ryan Bradway. And the Sun Devils are going to remain possession as they put it back in play. Emerson Roth with possession. Back over to Brandon Rogers. Ball over to Martins. Ball back over to Patrick Haviland. Patrick Haviland with the ball, trying to look for a shot, and he scores! Haviland with the goal.
That was just a beautiful setup. Haviland set a pick, and it was a little give and go. Haviland wraps around the net and tucks it home to tie this game 1-1. Huge goal at this stage of the game.
U of A could have taken a huge leap and a huge little bit of a lead here when they had possession before the Sun Devils got them off of a turnover, but ASU was able to tie the ball game back up to 1-1.
Just a perfect play. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. A nice little give and go with Haviland, and he gets the first goal of the game for ASU.
Trevor Driscoll trying to fight for the face-off. And U of A wins the face-off. But the ASU takes possession, forces a turnover. And Zach Long makes a nice pass. Goal off the mark by Ryan Bradway.
Sun Devils trying to take advantage in transition. A little fast-paced action, and they almost get one, but another big save from Cody Biggs.
A lot of hitting going on.
Hey, it's territorial cup game. There's going to be a lot.
Might have been a
lot
foul.
of physicality
That might have
out
been a
there.
taunting.
4:28, 26.
ASU going with the fast pace early on in this first quarter.
About 4:20 left in this first quarter. Been a lot of hitting. That's what I like to see. I like to hear a lot of that contact going down on the field there.
These teams really don't like each other. It's the battle. Territorial Cup today. Jake Martins tries to set something up with Ryan Bradway as they're both behind the goal line. Now it's back up top.
Brandon Rogers sends it back over to Emerson Roth.
The Sun Devils having real good crisp passing early on.
Goal off the mark, but looks like the Sun Devils will remain possession.
Bradway just trying to make something happen down low and misses the net.
Sun Devils maintain possession off the ball out of bounds. And Ryan Bradway with possession. He trips up, gets the ball back over to Ryan Bradway, whose shot is off the mark.
Excellent pass from Bradway to Martins, but Martins not able to get the shot all the way through to the net.
Emerson Roth almost lost the ball there. A flag thrown by the ref. Not sure what it's for quite yet.
Looks like a cross check on U of A, and Arizona State gets a man up again. Excellent play by Brandon Rogers, hanging in tough there, and he took that shot to draw the penalty. And now the Sun Devils are going to go to work with the man advantage in the offensive zone.
And that was actually a hold by the Wildcats. So Rhett Rogers with the ball now. Gets back over to Tommy Carrasco. The ball moving around, nice rotation. Trying to set something up. Sun Devils trying to set up something.
see Rhett Rogers always trying to set up in that left corner.
Shot by Red is off the mark. Sun Devils going to get the ball back here.
Rogers tried to go with the righty rocket.
Ross Andrews. The shot off the mark, but the Sun Devils will maintain the possession once again. I'll walk over to Martins. Back over to Ben Perrietti. Brian Bradway with another goal. That's 2 for him on the day. The Sun Devils lead 2-1.
Excellent passing down low in the offensive zone. ASU went to work. They made it happen. It's a lot of great chemistry today. All the attackmen in sync so far, just making crisp passes, and Bradway tucks it home. The Sun Devils take the lead 2-1.
And 2 unanswered goals by the Sun Devils. We have about 2:07 left here in the first quarter. Trevor Driscoll wins the face-off. Now, what a year it's been for Trevor Driscoll. He's won majority of his face-offs, and he's done a fantastic job coming in for the Sun Devils, getting a lot of possessions for them right off the face-off.
Yeah, Trevor Driscoll, 122 and 83 in the face-off dot. Just absolutely solid. It's huge when you can get your team to possession almost 2/3 of the time.
And especially for the Sun Devil team, who's, I would say, fairly young. And they've had a lot of sophomores and juniors have step up for them this year. Not to mention Jake Martins, a sophomore, who leads the team in goals scored with 27.
Martins has just been an absolute beast this year. Really stepping up, becoming that impact player. Quite impressive.
Rhett Rogers with the ball. So weaves his way inside. And a goal scored by Rhett Rogers. Oh, no goal. The refs are waving it off. The refs are waving that goal off.
Rhett Rogers got in a circle.
And his foot was in the crease, so that goal will be negated.
It was a great individual effort by Rogers. Made a series of moves past the U of A defenders, but gets a foot in the crease, and they're going to wave off the goal.
Offensive zone. As they try to set things up. About 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Time winding down. The Wildcats trying to find something. Try to even it up here going into the second quarter.
U of A just not having the best passing in the offensive zone to set something up. They try to inch their way closer.
Jerome Rigor with his shot, actually that was Jeff Howard with his shot off the line for the Wildcats. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. With the score ASU 2, Wildcats 1. Or I can come back in and correct myself.
Hello and welcome back. The timeout taken here at West Campus of ASU. And it's going to be the start of the second quarter. We have some corrections on the goals. Patrick Haviland scored the first goal off of the screen give and go. And then Bradway scores the second goal for ASU, and it's 2-1. Christian Turry got the only goal for U of A so far.
And it looks like the Sun Devils win the face-off here. Perliti is back in for the Sun Devils. Turnover by ASU. Wildcats get possession as they lose the ball. ASU picks the ball back up.
Really back and forth.
Yeah, and Zach Mathian maintains possession. Hands it back over to Ryan Bradway. Perliti back into the goal for the Sun Devils. A little goal change here going into the second quarter. Tommy Carrasco hands it over to Ben Perrietti. Ball back over to Wes Schuler, back over to Perrietti. Back over to Rhett Rogers. Rogers getting checked. Out of contact with him as he tries to weave his way and tries to shoot a goal. Shoots and misses just off the mark, hits the pole. And the Wildcats get the ball back.
Rogers tried to hop that one off the ground, and it hits the iron on the net.
You can definitely see the sense of urgency here by both teams. This is their last game of the season, rivalry week. Obviously means a lot for the seniors as both teams try to end their season with a win for their seniors.
It's been so physical so far. Both teams not wanting to give an inch. U of A sets up now with the possession.
Christian Turner, as he tries to weave his way through the ASU defense.
He made it happen on the first goal that he scored. First and only goal so far for U of A.
Rogers for the Wildcats has the ball. So he tries to make something happen. There's a lot of good rotation here by the Wildcats. Ball shot by the Wildcats and a miss. And ASU gets the possession. And Jeff Sanchez with the ball now as he moves the ball in for the offense for the Sun Devils. Brandon Rogers coming in for Kendo Griffin. All back over to Jake Martins. Martins with a shot and a goal by who other than Jake Martins, the leading goal scorer for the Sun Devils, as he gets goal 28 on the season.
Excellent play. Just made a beautiful effort. Great shot with the left side. And he goes top right cheddar for that goal. Martins continuing his excellent season.
As he goes lefty laser in the upper 90. Sun Devils now lead 3-1 with 12:11 to go here in the second quarter.
See if Driscoll can get another win in the dot. Been pretty solid so far today.
It'll be Driscoll. Oh, no, he almost had it. No one has possession yet. Ball's still fumbling around there, rumbling and stumbling, and U of A picks up the ball. And U of A bobbles the ball. They lose the ball. No one has it yet. U of A picks it back up.
Well, Driscoll had a clean win off the initial faceoff, but unable to scoop up the ground ball, and it was just a huge mess.
And Colton Lyold picks up the ball for the Wildcats. Ball goes out of bounds. It looks like it'll be right back to U of A. Colton Lyold moves the ball. Back over to Zach Rogers. And now Ryan Falbo gets the ball back over for the Wildcats as they set up their offense. And U of A's getting their looks. They just haven't been able to capitalize. They haven't been able to execute off those good looks yet.
They've had some bad turnovers in the offensive zone. If they can get a little bit better with their passing and keep their footing better, and get some more chances.
Oh, pushed by Zach Mathian, but no call.
A goal right here would be huge for U of A to get back in the game.
Yeah, I mean they've given up 3 straight, so